This copy of 1942 on the NES is covered in stickers. Let's see if we can save it. So this is going to be a Retrocart Rescue episode. I picked this copy of 1942 up from Retro Wolf himself at Really Rad Weekend in Florida here in November. And it's been sitting on the service desk waiting to get cleaned. It's got stickers all over it. When I picked it up, he was like, I hope you can get those stickers off. And I was, yeah, that's something I like to do. So we're going to take it back there, see if we can clean it up. See if we can do a Retrocart Rescue on this one. I'm going to start out by taking this apart. I'm going to cut these stickers that are on the side here and remove those. So I'm going to remove these. Now I know some people like these with the stickers. I'm keeping this copy forever. I got this one from Retro Wolf 88 and he's a really cool friend. I'm excited to cut these off of here, get this cleaned up, and then add this to my collection. Now something on this that is going to be maybe an issue of cleaning, I'm not sure, is on here. You can see all this bubbling. You see that? Like that's in the plastic, it looks like. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do anything with that. I'm probably gonna hit it with some magic eraser. Magic eraser is like a really, really fine sandpaper, like a really fine grade sandpaper. See if there's anything I can take off of that. I think that's in the plastic. Something must have got spilled on this. Hopefully there's nothing on the inside. I trust that it works. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll get it cleaned up first. I want to pull it apart and clean it before I do anything. These stickers I'm not worried about. These silvery ones, it looks like they're from FJS Video in Bronx, New York. If you're from Bronx, New York, and you know what FJS Video is, let me know. This is the sticker that is going to be a pain in the butt to get off. This has already got some damage on it here. These aren't the best stickers, these gray stickers on the back. So hopefully we can get that off without doing too much damage. Hopefully we can just maybe soften that and get that to come off. Maybe we'll heat it. We'll see. Anyways, we're going to try to get into it. So let's take it apart. So I don't know what's in these holes. I'm going to get in there with the dentist tool and see if we can clean that up a bit, but I can't get my tool. My bit won't go around. I feel like there's something in there. So let's go digging. So, I am at a loss. I don't know what's going on in there. They're not the flat blade screws. They're not... This almost seems tapered going in. I don't want to do any more damage to that, so I guess we're going to be not taking it apart. I'm not sure what's going on. I've never seen a cartridge like that before. I've taken apart a couple hundred cartridges. I've never seen one like this before, which is very weird to me. I don't know what's going on with this cartridge. I would love to get into it, but I don't have the right tool. I don't even know what the right tool is. Like, that's super, super narrow into that. I've never... It's almost like those are oversunk. I guess let's try cutting these. I thought maybe those stickers were holding it together. I don't know what's going on with these. I have the proper bits. I guess I'll have to do some research because I don't want to do any more damage to that. So we're just going to try to take these stickers off for starters here. So I'll take a little bit of heat, help that out quite a bit. That piece off. some alcohol on there. We'll clean that up that way. I really wish I could get into this. I've never come across this before. I question if this is maybe a different region cartridge or something. I really don't understand. If you know in the comments, I guess let me know. If you have an idea. I mean, I have the 3.5 millimeter security bit. I don't want to go to that bigger size one because that's way big. These holes look tapered to me, so they look like they start wider on the way down to the screw and then they narrow out. If they're not flat bit, they're like the old ones have like that. They're like a flat screwdriver, a small flat screwdriver, like instrumentation style screwdriver you can use to take out. I've never seen anything like this before. So I guess we're gonna have to do some research after this. See what I can figure out. They don't look like they might be bottomed out, but I don't know. I don't understand what's going on here right now. Right now. It's a little bit of heat, just warm that glue up, right? And these ones come off pretty easy that way. So hopefully I can this is plug and play. We'll just put it in the system. I'll clean it quickly with some alcohol. We'll put it in the system and it will just work. I'm sure it will. I don't know what ended up on this cartridge to cause all this blistering in the plastic either. I'm not sure. I have questions. I'd like to know this cartridge's life. What happened in this cartridge's life? I wonder what happened. Because look at that blistering. That's a lot of blistering. All right, we got one off. We'll continue on. We'll get the rest of these knocked off here real quick. Alright, so got all those ones off. This one's gonna be a pain. Normally I wouldn't run the heat gun on the cartridge with the chip inside. There's not gonna be a lot of heat transfer, it's not gonna do any damage, but there's potential. I just like to avoid that potential. I really wish I could get into this. I'm actually excited to do some research after and see what is going on with this cartridge. And we'll go from there. So we're going to try to take this one off, and then we're going to try to clean this blistering if we can at all. I don't think we can. We'll clean the pins on the inside without taking it apart. So we'll look at that, and we will see what happens. Let's try to get this off. Yee. So on this, I'm going to try to maintain pressure down. Hopefully not do any damage to that sticker underneath. This is coming off fairly good. I don't want to spoil it for myself. Look at that. A little bit of heat. Just threw some heat to it, and that came right off of there easily. Oh, that, for not being able to get into it, this is going really well, other than the fact that I have no idea what's going on inside this cartridge. I can't visually inspect it, which isn't, I don't enjoy that part of it. So carefully, cautiously, we're going to try to just put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on here to loosen that glue a bit more. All right, so we actually managed to get that sticker off. This damage was here already, didn't do any extra damage to the back. I don't know if you could see while I was scrubbing it, I was using the paper towel to kind of leave myself a trail where I could see where the paper towel was still leaving a film where it was sticking to the glue that was remaining, and then I would work it with the alcohol and the Q-tip after that. So let's clean up in these ribs. I'm gonna see what I can do with that bubbling. That bubbling I think is just gonna be this cartridge for the rest of its life. I really wish I could figure out where that bubbling came from, what caused that, and then we'll try to clean it up on the inside, see what we can get. So yeah, that bubbling is something, I'm not sure what that is. You can see that bubbling on the side here too. But that's okay. As long as it works, we'll be happy. All right, I'm gonna wipe this down with some alcohol. And we'll clean up the pins that we can get to. See where we are. So it doesn't look too bad. At the end of the day, the bubbling is the bubbling. It is actually plastic. The plastic is actually bubbled. I can scrape that bubble, but it's a bubble. Like it is like something's been on this that has caused that. So here's hoping there's nothing internal since we can't get into it. So let's see what happens here. We'll clean these up and go from there. I'm gonna do it with Bright Boy just because of the bubbling, I think. And we'll see what the Q-tip comes out as. We'll just be cautious and do a real good clean when we're done. So you can use, like I've said before, you can always use 1-up cards. Fluid side, dry side, you put some fluid on here, put some rubbing alcohol in there, stick it in there, scrub it like this, flip it over, get it with the dry side. These are really cool. I might actually get some made that'll be Retrocart ones here. We'll see here. If you haven't checked out John Riggs' channel, I highly suggest him. He is someone that did inspire me to start cleaning my games and doing what I'm doing on this stuff. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. And yeah, I'll leave some links in the description. There's some really good cleaning videos out there. Really intelligent guys that know what they're doing for sure. It's gross. It's real gross in there. Do some alcohol. And then we will go from there, I guess. Just gonna make sure we look in there, get everything we can out of there. Use a clean Q-tip, dry it out. Make sure I get everything off the edges here. All that dirt and goo that was on the wall of that plastic. All right, well, that is about the best we're gonna be able to do on that. I'm gonna throw it in the system and we will see if it works. So let's jump over there and check it out. All right, well, for how dirty those Q-tips were coming out of there, I'm impressed. That worked right away. That fired right up. Not a problem. And it looks pretty good, to be honest with you. There, again, I don't know what that is, but this cartridge has a story. This cartridge has seen some stuff and survived, which is epic. That's awesome. 1942. Really excited to have this one cleaned up and in my collection. So yeah, until next time, check out some of my other videos if you like this one. There's some really fun ones out there. And until then, I will see you later.